The Raptors starting five. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram in at small forward. And for the Rockets, Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's the great and at the point. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, BA, the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Here's quickly, after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Outside Barnes. Outside Ingram. Picked by Pirtle. Pulls it. The shot by Ingram, no good. To the left wing. The 3, Smith drains the triple.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Quickly, passes to Pirtle. Now Grady Dick. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram against Durant. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's the great, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. From behind the arc, Barnes with the rebound. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game, their last encounter in Toronto.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team, and they only have them...
Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Here's quickly, and he goes in for the dunk.
All the way to the rim. Quickly, really aggressive that time. Really good to see him with that kind of mentality.
Here's the great, guarded by Quickly. Pass to the great. Now Şengün. And he banks in the layup.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with an impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Eason's checked in for Amen Thompson. Ingram, the pass to Barnes. Launches a 3. And again, no good by Toronto.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past. And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Here's the great. 6 points for him. An open look for Smith. And another basket for Houston.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Quickly finds Pirtle. Here's Dick. Free throw line jumper. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's the great.
down. A nice jam. Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. And he lobs it up top. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
He has been so impressive on defense, and it really comes down to effort. He has been working so hard to terrorize the offense and keep them under pressure at all times.
And Houston making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Toronto also changing it up. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And Barrett subbed in for Dick. Quickly passes to Barrett. And that one drops for him.
Well, Barrett has a lot of physical gifts. He is a wing who is not bothered by taking it inside.
Pass to Van Vliet. Fires for three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Picked by Pirtle. Here's quickly. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Used that screen to create just a little bit of space, and that's really all quickly needed.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the great. Give him 8 points now. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Here's the great. Another three from Houston.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And so it's Houston earning this break in the action, up 10. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's the great. Sinks the tray. The great's got 14 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball. And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Houston leading by 3. Here's the great. Outside Durant. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from 3. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Raptors trail by 8. Outside Dick. Toronto passing it around. Barnes with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. And that one's good. Quickly.
That's nice work inside by Quickly. He's only 6'3", but he feels like he can score in the paint whenever he wants.
Out to Thompson. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to the great. Clock at 6. 4-3. Another 3 from Houston.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Outside Dick. Lets it go from deep. Capella with a rebound. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. The move around.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Quickly from outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game.
They're making a few more 3s this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Here's the great. No good on the triple. Raptors trail by 8.
Houston foul. Number 1. First personal foul. First team foul. In for your Rockets.
Here's Ingram. 6 points for him. On the wing quickly. Fires the three. And so it's Houston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
Hello, folks.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of...
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Raptors trail by 8. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Thompson. And it's the great. And at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Ingram. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. Ingram's got 8. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
And the shot goes in. Ingram's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's a terrific decision right there. Ingram surveyed the defense off of that screen, but eventually called his own number.
Here's the great. 19 points in the game. Şengün, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And Şengün, throw it down.
How about the connection there? Great pass and even better finish by Şengün.
Raptors trail by 9. Outside Dick. Shoots over Thompson. Dick with a miss.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Here's the great, guarded by Quickly. Here's Thompson. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Houston lead.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Outside for Ingram. Quickly deciding where to go with it. And it's Ingram with the basket. On the assist by Quickly. Quickly's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's the great. Shoots from 14. And another basket for Houston.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
Now here's Quickly. Tightly guarded. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Houston. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said build with unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys?
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Dick. Beyond the arc. Durant pulls it in. Houston leading by 12. You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
Barnes passes to Ingram. They set a pick. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. For Houston, they've gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the night. And Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Barrett's checked in for Brandon Ingram.
2 minutes remaining.
And so quickly we'll bring it up to the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 18. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Let's make some more for your
MyCareer checked in for Toronto.
Number 54.
And now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. Number 1, Houston.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
Barnes with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Kicks it to Quickly. There's the triple. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smith passes to the great. Banked it in off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 20.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Barrett passes to Quickly. Shot blocked. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Toronto ball.
And we have to take another look at that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Finney Smith's checked in for Houston. Van Vliet comes in for Durant. Mobo, he's checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Dick. They get it again. Walter from outside. No good on the shot.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Barrett passes to Quickly. Back to Barrett. Pass to MyCareer. Buries it from 3.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
The Rockets lead by 17. 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's the great. Give him 31 now. Here's Finney Smith. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Finney Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Walter. The 3-ball. And he can't get that one. Got it up. And so it's the Houston Rockets ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
So both teams making some changes here. So for the Raptors right now, Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Dick, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. And here's Ingram outside. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
And that's his second 3 of the half. He is starting to cook from deep.
Oh, got that one up quick. The great's got 34.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Eason.
Third team foul. In for Houston.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Got a piece of it. Here's the great. There's the drive. And that one is hammered home.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Raptors trail by 20. Kicks it to Quickly. From outside the arc. Buries it from outside.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's the great, guarded by Quickly. The great with the bucket.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Quickly passes to Barnes. And here's Ingram. Shot clock at 6. And Durant with the block.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
The 3. Yet another bucket.
And you had a feeling he might do it tonight. 40 points, and the record is now his.
The most 40-point games in a single season. An incredible, historic year from him.
Yeah, and in 1962, Wilt set this record. I'll tell you what, I never thought it would be broken, but I didn't reckon on a season like this.
A chance to check out our player of the game.
That's the final